Heart rate's already too high. Nothing you can do. It's just a grow a pair of balls and go kind of day. Let's get her done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got all the boys. We are gonna go take on the hustle. It's too foggy to see, but you guys know the deal. We go to the bottom of the ocean and back. The real test is to see if you can run to the top without walking on the way back. Usually it cracks a lot of people. Nobody gets it done the first time. Got some really fit people here, but yeah, we're gonna be doing this. We're gonna be running this about 3 or 4 times between now and Mount Boney, see if we can really crack off another good record. George, you ready? We got Sweet Teats with the camera too. Let's roll. Sweet Teats! Oh shit! All right, now it gets crazy. We're starting to go up the switchbacks. It's probably the hardest part of the climb before we hit the midway point. And you can see these tight single tracks. They'll switch over into very tight switchbacks. And the pitch goes to like 15 to 20%. So, heart rate's already too high. Nothing you can do. It's just a grow a pair of balls and go kind of day. Let's get her done. We're out here now, basically up on the ridge, running, you know, 6:30 pace in the mountains. That's kind of where I need to be to really do well at Mount Boney. You gotta just be torquey and fast and be able to climb like a freaking beast. So feeling good, feeling fit. When I was doing this, literally, I did it maybe 2 months ago. I'll go and look. Before I left for Australia, I could barely do this. Now it's conversational pace. Just progressive overload, some weight loss, some consistency. It's crazy though. Totally transformed, totally. And I'm like running uphill, not out of breath talking to you. It's good. 140 heart rate. Let's go, baby. Hey. Guys are coming in. Time to gel up before we go down. One more big chunk. What's up, Daddy? Hey, boy, you gonna gel up? Huh? You gonna gel up?
This is my first breakfast for today, dude.
Where's that from? You gonna do the whole thing, bud?
No, I hit that.
Really?
Yeah, my legs are fucking toast.
Come on, G.
My calves are fucking lead.
Let's go, baby. All right, we're starting to make our way back up. We are climbing the kind of traverse. Heart rate's higher now. It's getting steep, but still cruising, still talkable. Just focusing on one foot in front of the other. High kind of sporty cadence and not getting slow. I want to be sticky this whole run. I want to focus on just being light, in control. At any point in time, I can gear up or gear down. Never forced into a position. We're on the hardest part of the climb. 15% grade plus.
What is that?
Working our way up. Dogfight, but still running. No breaks. Come on, baby. High heart rate. We did it. We're closing. I feel good. Definitely pushed hard, but I don't give a fuck. Hard things make hard men. I'm fucking in it. I feel like a monster. I've never run this trail this fast in my life. I'm not even really trying. So we'll see. George is back there closing. We'll see. Gonna get in the boots, ice bath, eat, lay down, cry, repeat it again. Let's fucking go. Biceps and races, baby. Praise the Lord for Cold Creek tubs. This is gonna be messy. I don't really care. How'd it go, dude?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Nice run.
Hell yeah. The last part was fucking awesome.
Oh yeah. I feel it for sure. Oh man.
Legs are shredded, dude.
Yeah.
But it's like a good mix. As soon as you like take a beating going downhill, it picks up again, so it kind of just like balances you out, right?
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's one of those kind of things where I like try to slow play it on the way down. We definitely went farther than I've gone in a long time. Ooh. Doing that extra 2 miles at the end of it, it's just all climbing and like steep downhill.
Dude, that was fucking awesome.
So that's a big effort. I'm sure my watch is gonna tell me that I'm dead.
Dude, mine's been saying overtraining for the past 5 years.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Dude, summertime, I'm gonna shred up, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my body, you know, as soon as you start running in the heat, you know how it is.
Oh. Fuck, dude. 17,000 steps for breakfast. Yeah. I can't even see the other guys climbing up the hill.
Dude, look at this thing.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Oh. Woo. Oh. Fuck. What's up? All right, check it out. Already did a long run today. Broke 60 miles this week. Feeling really good. I still want to work on a couple things, so I'm just going to work on the midsection of the race, rowing and burpees. 20-minute EMOM, I'm going to try to hit 20 and 20. Ultimately, I want to hit this while doing it to a burpee to a plate. I am pretty, like a little bit run down. Today's session right now is meant to be like a overload session, not a kill yourself session. So I'm going to try to basically tackle this thing with control. So I'm going to do regular burpees, and if I'm feeling really good, I'm going to switch it to the plate. It's 20 and 20. Quick transitions. Alana's gonna be back here pretending to work out. Have you seen my phone?
That's mine.
God dang it! I lose everything! Alright, we'll be back and we're gonna be fucking killing it. See ya.
Round 4. Seconds. Round 5.
Make no sound to throw across the floor. If he hears, he'll knock all day. I'll be trapped, and here I'll have to stay. Girl that I can see, it's just my fantasy.
Round 6.
That was a fucking gnarly ass doozy, dude. That's something I wish I had started earlier in my season. Just not much to talk about other than pull and then get off the fucking ground over and over and over again. It's just equivalent of 400 repetitions. Your stroke rate's probably higher than that, so you may be getting like, God knows what, just a shit ton. So it's hard work, epic session. If I could ultimately do it at my best, I do it to the plate because I can get done with the burpees in 40 seconds and I got 20 seconds rest, but that would fatigue me a shit ton more. So I'll definitely say that's a new one for the books. All right, guys, so we are about to go take on the 8x4s. So I'll try to give you guys a little bit of an update. This is pretty crazy, the progress we've had. Oh, Alana, stepping in during an important conversation. So this is 324, so this is almost a month ago, 6x6 minutes. The first one I did in a 5:28, then a 5:08, then a 5:22. I realized I was too fast. 5:18, 5:18, 5:23. And you can see how high my heart rates are, like 175, all this kind of stuff. Come on. 6x6, 530, 521, 521, 515, 510, 510. You know, the heart rates are starting to drop. Look at that. The 172 at the last one. You can just see the fitness kind of accruing. And let's see here. You bitch. This paper's hard to deal with, okay, guys? I don't want judgment. I don't know. I'm not trying to catch a paper cut. Okay, so now look at this. This is a crazy level of progress. So we started out 530, 520, 508, 507, 5 flat, or 508, 508. And look at these heart rates, 164, 168, 170. And you guys can tell, this is also, by the way, this over here, that's 3 minutes rest in between. This right here, it's 4 minutes on, 1 minute off. So it is really like, it's faster, much less rest, intense, and it's springy. So another thing I'll show you guys that I'm super proud of. I don't want you guys to be jealous, but homeboy has been absolutely cooking it. This right here, all 70 of those miles are basically running. And I've been absolutely murdering it. So I'm feeling pretty gosh darn good about things. Let's see if I can go into this section of Strava and show you guys. Just in the past 4 weeks, with a down week, we're averaging 47 miles a week, 745 of running, and 6,000 feet of climbing. This is the most amount of mileage I've done since my Spartan years, and I honestly hate to say it. I don't know why. A big thing that I listened to was the Dan Gable wrestling book that kind of just changed my opinion of this. I think I just got into this world where I was like trying to make things easier on myself during most of the week so that I could do really intense things during part of the week. I kind of threw that all out the window. I stopped riding my bike. I stopped doing anything that was not the things I exactly need to work on. Like, I don't give a shit about strength training. I don't give a shit about anything else other than a couple stations and running. And now I'm running a ton. I'm getting a little bit less volume. Like, I got 14 hours last week compared to like 18 and 20 hour weeks back in December and January. And like, you guys can see it right here. If you look over here, like these big weeks, like, I don't know what the heck this is, but I'm sure it's a big week. Come on, daddy. That's a 16-hour week. That's 14. Some of the stuff I didn't log all of it. 21-hour week. So I'll tell you the unfortunate truth about doing Hyrox based off of the way that the sport's coming, like turning. It's just burpees, wall balls, lunges, and running. If you can maintain the sled pace. And the sled pace, like I'm telling you right now, when we used to do 4-minute sleds and now it's down under 2 minutes, we didn't get faster with the sleds. I've said this a bunch of times. That's just changed the material, the sleds themselves, all that kind of stuff. So what do you have to do? Run faster. So you guys are gonna see that today. It's gonna be absolute badass. And I'm guaranteeing the strategy is gonna pay off in Chicago. You wait and fucking see. 28. We're gonna crush. We're gonna crush, baby. Let's get it going, dude. Let's go, Captain Beef.
I'm ready, bro. We're doing 8 rounds of 4.
Yeah. Minutes rest. No time to be a puss. No time. 5:20, and then we'll do 5, hopefully under 5:10 smoothly, and then I want to try to see if I'm feeling really good. I'll drop us up 5 the whole last one. Okay. Just tell me if I'm looking sharp and I'm on like my beats and stuff.
Okay.
Yep. Try not to exhaust ourselves. Today's supposed to be just efficient and sharp.
Okay.
Body free to the body free. Body free to the body free. Body free to the body free to the body free to the body free. Body free to the body free. Body free to the body free. Body free to the body free to the body free to the body.
520, something like that.
Heart rate 158.
158. How you feeling?
Easy.
You're like a 510.
Good. We'll keep it there.
Yep.
Your water?
You want to share your emotions with the camera?
No emotions.
I feel fast.
You feel fast. You look fast. You said
Yeah.
530 and you went 520. Now you're doing 510.
I'm just trying to keep myself light, not trying to tack too early.
15 seconds.
The war starts at the end, baby. Last 4.
10.
That's when I'm killing. You tell me when.
5,
3, 2, 1.
Body free, body free, body free, get up, body free, body free, body free, body free, body free, body free, get up, body free, body free, get up, body free, body free, get up, body free, get up, body free, get up.
Halfway.
Yep.
Get water on the next one.
Okay, okay.
5 seconds. 2, 1.
Body free, get up, body free, body free, get up, body free, body free, get up, body free, get up, body free, get up, body free, 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 get up, body free, get up, body free.
Nice job.
Wow. Completely cramped out. Those are fast. Those miles at least. Ah, they look good. My legs are so dead.
You're steaming. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You look like you just came out of the jacuzzi.
Oh my gosh, dude. My legs are completely shot. How'd the runs look?
Oh my god, you looked good, dude.
Yeah?
You looked a little heavy on like 4 and 5, and then you picked it up on the last one. You looked great. The second to last one.
Yeah.
But the last one, obviously the last like 30 seconds, when you yelled at yourself once. Right when we started, right before we went down that slant.
Yeah.
You dropped from like a 5.0, I think we were at a 5.04 for most of it, and then you dropped to like a 5.15 or something like that. But you were moving, dude.
That's the most mileage I've done in years last week.
Yeah.
And just...
I could tell, dude. You look a little sore. Just look heavy.
Yeah.
But you looked good, dude. You're still hitting it, and you're getting your numbers, so.
I got all my paces.
Yeah.
It was just a battle. It was
Yeah.
faster than last week.
You're doing great, dude. It's not, I mean, you're looking heavy and you're still hitting it, so.
Yeah.
You're in the right
God,
spot.
dude. Thanks for that.
Of course, dude.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, these last couple weeks, just make sure, like, we just look at everything. And if there's something that's leaning or weak, like any muscle group or any kind of thing that we see is just a little bit weak, we just tackle it.
Yeah.
And just shave shit off, because we don't want to add anything. We want to just shave shit off. It's an issue. Like, we don't want more miles or
Right.
more weight, things like that. We just got to keep on doing the same thing, getting better at it.
Yeah. Skill. Just develop the skill.
Okay. I guess I'll run back to the spot. Limp home. I'm coming for you, bitches. That was just the start. Ooh. What's up, peeps? Proud dad moment. When I say proud dad, I'm proud of myself. So check this out. I've been working on this segment for years. So give you guys some context. You run out the door, go down the mountains. It's a foggy piece of crap today, all the way down to the ocean. And you can see some like zigzags over there. And then you come back up. In the middle of it, there's this climb called Roberts Road Climb. It's only just over a quarter mile, 280 feet, 15% grade. So it's just meant to be like a steep ass kicker. I've climbed it 6 times in the last 90 days. So not a ton recently, but I just took the crown, dude. I took the fucking crown, and look at this star-studded cast. Lost it. Fuck. Okay, hold on. View overall leaderboard. Fastest times. I don't fucking know, dude. Compare efforts. All I can tell you right now is that I beat Jim Walmsley. That's fucking right. And Blue Benedum. And also John Toker. Savages. But I can tell you guys right now, I've been working on my mountain climbing, and I've just been churning and burning, focusing on making sure that I'm just a savage. I've just got crazy leg strength, and it's coming, dude. Like, I've been running this mountain for over 10 years, and fuck, dude, I'm in my 30s now, and I'm cracking off on it. So this is a good sign. Now I'm gonna go do like a bike ride loop, even though the weather sucked butt cheeks. And I think it's just gonna give me a little zest for life. And I'm hoping that by the end of this, I can wake up tomorrow and hit our hard session. I've been working on just like nailing hydration. So I've had 2 shitty nights sleep, and I can tell you guys right now, this is my suggestion for anybody. I'm speaking to myself through you guys. So take this as a gift. Training hard is really, really cool, but like you're only banking, like if you could bank 100% of it, but if you don't nail down your night routine, and that's not like all like the supplements and stuff, I'm just saying like everything you do after training, you screw yourself. So let's just say you get done with training, you don't have like a recovery drink right afterwards. And then all of a sudden you just kind of dawdle around, you don't maybe put your recovery boots on, and then you don't have the meal afterwards. And for myself, I typically, my biggest mistake will be like, I had a ton of steak late last night. Whenever I eat things that are super dense and like protein and fat late at night, I cook. Like I just start to get so hot. I've had to ditch the altitude tent for the past couple nights because I've been just getting so hot, and I've just been waking up in the middle of the night. So first of all, I would say is like soon as you get done, this is why our new product that's coming out, Hybrid Fuel, is really about hydrating as fast as possible as soon as you're done. So getting in a lot of carbohydrates, amino acids, and hydrating with at least a 32-ounce water bottle right afterwards. Get your core temperature down, soothe yourself as much as possible. For myself, I get inside of the ice bath and I'll soak for like 3 to 5 minutes before bedtime and bring my core temperature down as much as possible, and then just get into some really warm blankets and stuff, and it will help me fall asleep and stay deeper in sleep and not wake me up in the middle of the night. And especially, dude, if you're just dehydrated, like it's a huge mistake. So attacking hydration the second half of the day for me is key, and especially for you guys if you're into athletics. I'm sure you guys are, because you're watching my fucking YouTube channel and we're all nerds. Jesus, Mary, Josephine, huh? You think you can just walk in my house like that? You better get crazy. Alright guys, I am getting ready for a cold and wet ride. The one thing I can tell you right now is I'm doubling down on the creatine. I don't want to feel any sense of weakness inside of my muscular system. Tomorrow, we pump the beef. I'm trying to keep that front squat up, that bench press up. Daddy's been staying thick. Laser titties. If you guys look at me this time last year, I was maybe 5 pounds lighter, but I looked like an emaciated child, like someone who had been left in the closet without food for weeks at a time. But I'm keeping the tonnage. I don't know if you guys notice this. The petite peaks are nice. But this will be the second big mountain loop today. And I was telling you guys before, got that big crown. Now I'm laying low. Just came up with a new playlist. It's gonna be fucking fire. I'm bringing this camera. All right, guys, it's mega hard session time. Thursdays are about just kind of hitting that midsection of the race for me. Obviously sleds, it's very kind of wet out here, so I think I'm gonna do my workout in my trail shoes. I'm gonna work on just kind of burpee speed and tackling the shit out of that. So just kind of see if I can get myself feeling really, really poppy. And basically, we're gonna do about 10 to 12 rounds of sled pull, 15 burpees into a treadmill, and all with a 10-pound vest on, and a minute's rest in between each one, and just focus on not slowing down. Volume, 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 attack, attack, attack. All right, guys, I am here at the cabin, and I am about to do the big honcho. That's basically the Big Bear run. I'm gonna have to do an out and back, so it's not the typical one, but it's the same route. I just turn around. 12 miles, gonna try to go out and just hold 145 beats per minute and basically just like nail myself down at like a 6:30 to a 6:45 pace up 7,000 feet, maybe a little bit faster. I'm not racing in the crazy super shoes, but it's gonna be a sick workout. And it's definitely like my last test before I go out and do that trail race. So for me, just consistent pace, because obviously at the race, I'm gonna be about 15 beats per minute higher, hold about 160 out there. And that's gonna be like my last big long run. These are the last 2 weeks where it's gonna be really, really crazy. And then everything kind of switches into like peak mode for 1 month. But basically, this right here is my hydration. It's about 1.5 scoops of hydro in here. It's gonna go in this belt. Then right now, I got this big feed bottle. Love this thing. This is like, I gotta take this whole thing down. Got 2 scoops of hydro in here. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be hitting about 3 gels per hour. So I gotta have about 5 on me. So let's just see, I always like this little tub right here of all my gels. I'll try to pick the ones for you guys right now. Ooh, I love these strikers. These strikers are fucking awesome. The precision gels are great, and I don't know. If I could find a second striker, I'd be pumped. Okay, so I got 2 strikers that are 50 gels. So if I take this, the first 2, and then I take these bad boys, I think I'll basically be at about 160 in 90 minutes. That's about 80 every 45 minutes. And I just read a study, so maybe I'll just do 130. So doing about 90 an hour is where they saw was like the peak. So if I do 160 an hour and a half, that'd be too much. This will be my 3, and this will be my hydration kit. And that should be it. That's the setup. That's the rig. I guess I'm ready for altitude. I've been in the tent. I've been training here like 4,500 to 5,500 feet at the cabin a lot. And that extra, 3,000 feet on top of this is a little bit, 2,500 feet, but it's nothing too crazy. I don't know what else to tell you guys. These nose strips are nice. I'll tell you that much. No bullshit. Coffeed up. Pumped a bunch of oatmeal and peanut butter, hydrating. Got about a 45-minute drive to my drop-off point, and we're gonna go fucking rip this thing. All right, guys, we're way up here. Big Bear, you know the deal. Straight up here, all the way out, 6 miles, turn around, and we're just gonna crank. When I say we're, I mean me. I'm getting myself fired up. Feeling a little stiff, but should be poppy. Should be fucking poppy. I was hammering some pretty good miles yesterday up in the mountains. If I can carry that same kind of energy during this workout, the miles should be fast. Woo! I'm done. By the way, the feed gave me these. They're called Shocks. They're pretty freaking awesome. Clocked out. I clocked out a bunch. 12 miles, mile 8 through 11, sub 6. The rest were under 7, except for the last mile. Let me fucking tell you. 6:30 and under for the whole time, no problem. Sub 6, there's something about being up here in this thin altitude where all of a sudden you're just like pulling and you're like in water or jello. You're just like, what? Why am I stuck at like 537 to 550? I was just like in there. I couldn't, like as soon as I started to drop down to the 530s, it was just like, whoa, like quicksand. I couldn't really move. It was freaking brutal. Plus 120 air squats at the end. Juicy. Time to go eat. This is when you know you put in a good effort. You see all that salt on my arms? That's crazy. Like, look at that. All the way down. And this is why you drink hydro. A shit ton of it. Because if you don't got it, then you're gonna be begging for it in the middle of a race when you start cramping. Kind of soft. What up, team? So early morning in the Mcintyre household. I'm gonna kind of try to break some things down with you guys about my last week's training, just because we love doing this, getting nerdy with it. I'm about to go do my hard run, and we are going to absolutely smash 4x4s. This most recent YouTube episode is probably going to be a little bit lamer than you guys want because I didn't put the camera on while I was training. I've been so focused on training, I really haven't been holding the GoPro. But what you guys will notice is I've been doing a ton of running, so this is pretty cool. Bring this up, get into it. Get into it, baby. Like this one I'm really proud of. This right here was my long run up in Big Bear. You guys have seen me do this before where I start here and run out and then come back around. I did an out and back, did 12 miles. So this is the most amount of miles I did up there. And I was averaging a 6:43, which really comes out to, because I was slow in my last mile, really like about a 6:30 the entire time with a couple really quick miles right in here, which you guys can see. Definitely the altitude, like it holds you back, but it doesn't really hold you back until you start hitting the throttle, which is crazy. Like I'd never really done speed work up in Big Bear, and I wish I knew that kind of going into it, and it sucked the juice out of me. What I will show you guys, and the reason why I was saying I've been running a lot, last year on my YouTube, I talked about Project 50. It was like a huge accomplishment for me to go up and do a 50-mile week. I think just me buying into the hype of just kind of like hybrid training and riding my bike. I think I just spent so much time on the bike last year, in the past like year and a half. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get back into running really, really hard when I get home, and I'm gonna go do a couple trail races. Like I did that trail half marathon. I've got the trail half marathon 𝗕𝗏 coming up, which we'll talk about in a second. And I was like, I'm just gonna run hard as fuck and do CrossFit. So basically, I have been able to knock out, just in this section, every single one of these weeks has been ever since basically March. You guys can see that dip down right here. I was riding my bike all in this section over here. This dip down is when I was just kind of chilling over in Australia. I wasn't really getting very much volume. You can see like this whole section was pretty gosh darn low. This whole section right here, yeah, it doesn't look as big as over here, but this is all running. And like last week alone, I got almost 10,000 feet of climbing off of exclusively biking and 60 miles. So a little bit of that is a 10-mile bike. It's been a game changer. And like what I'll show you guys, I'll put this down. We've done this before with a notepad. Our biggest sessions have really been the runs that have been like hard. And we talked about this before. Like we started out on March 24th with a 6x6. And you guys can see the paces here that are like 5:18s, 5:23s. I had one 5:08 where I tried to push it and see what I was made of, but then I really kind of dropped back into the 5:20s. If you keep on going, then all of a sudden 5:21, 5:15, 5:15, 5:10. So you can see a drop off. Really important thing is the heart rate. I've already kind of showed you guys this in the video before, but let me finish my story here. Let me finish my story. Okay, so is this it? Is this the last one? Yeah. So this most recent one, 4:28. So a month later, this is 8 by 4 minutes with 1 minute off. So much less rest, 2 minutes less work, but 2 minutes less rest in between each round. The heart rate is dropped very significantly. So the only one I ever hit 170 was the very, very last one. The rest are 163, which is basically like a high tempo for me. But you're looking at this 5:10s, 4:58, 5:09. Today is gonna be the one where I really go after it, and I'm gonna try to do 5:15s for the first 4, 5:10s for the next 2, and then I'm gonna try to do either 2 to 4 under 5-minute pace, and we'll see. We'll just see. It's not the most important thing in the world, but it's kind of like a last test push of just raw running before World Championships. We're just over a month out. So for me, like I just sharpened the axe, and I'm as strong as I possibly could be also. You guys will see in some of my videos, like I'm still front squatting over 300 pounds now, which is back when I was doing CrossFit and I was trying to go to the games, like, you know, that's obviously not a crazy dominant front squat for a CrossFit Games athlete, but for somebody like myself and the whole field, that's really strong. So it's been amazing. And what I've got coming up is this race in Mount Boney, which is going to be the real test of just how much guts I have. I'm basically going to set up this last week. It's a full training week. I'm not going to really taper off at all. It's not important for me to really show up super fresh to it. It's my ideas, go in tired and know you can do something insane even on a tired day. And I held the course record for years. Like broke it. It was like over a 20-year course record, and I broke it back in 2016 when I was like full-blown Spartan phase. Now, 10 years later, a little bit older, a little bit wiser, a little bit stronger, maybe a little bit faster. We're gonna see what we got. And I've invited as many of the guys I could that I used to run professionally with to come out and race, and I've been getting a lot of no's. So I don't know who's gonna show up. I asked Anthony Fagundes, Blue, Benedum, I asked John, I asked, who else? Chase. Like, I'm asking everybody who I know who's wicked fast to come race against me. So we'll see. But I'll tell you guys, like, in this peaking phase, the volume hasn't been that high. but the results have been amazing. The weight has been tight. I've been lean, and I'm just focused on every single week hitting these sessions, which are 2 easy days, 2 long days, and 2 hard days. And I've just stuck to that formula. And let me tell you, like, obviously I'm talking a lot about running right now. The only other thing I've really been focusing on is just fixing some movements that I saw kind of fall apart. I'm pretty sure you guys could see that I brought my weight vest back in. I brought CrossFit back in. I think just for myself, this is not everybody. If you're gonna run around with a 200-pound body, you have to swing the hammer with some force. So I brought that force back. I stopped looking at this puzzle like a endurance athlete. I looked at it like a CrossFit athlete who ran a lot. And is CrossFit the formula for Hyrox? No, not necessarily. Is it something that's always been really good for me? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Everybody's got their own strengths and weaknesses. Like, you know, everybody's gonna show up to this race at World Championships and have their own agendas. I clearly have mine, and I plan on kicking your ass with it. So yeah, I'm fucking pumped. I feel really fucking good, and I'm gonna make sure you guys have great episodes, great fun, great things to watch, and just stay tuned. 2 things I gotta tell you guys about. The nutrition book is out. Go to housetraining.com and go look at the nutrition book. It's something I've worked on for years in all my studies on how to fuel for all different kinds of hybrid sports. If you wanna learn how to fuel like a hybrid athlete, the High Performance Guide is for you. Go get it, it's worth it. I've basically taken dozens of books, hundreds of articles, thousands of hours of YouTube videos and research and conversations, and condensed it into a book that I think is very effective for athletes who are getting started in this. It's like train, nutrition, train, nutrition. Sleep's a whole nother thing. I'm not gonna write a book on that, but those 2 things are gonna get the job done for you. And lastly, guys, you know what's coming. Hybrid fuel is something I've worked on for a while. It's something that I've had in my water bottle on my own for a long time, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna introduce this. I'm gonna reframe, I'm gonna rebrand, I'm gonna reblend something so that you guys have exactly what you want, so you guys can continue to do efforts like this. If you're somebody like myself who loves to do things like lifting and CrossFit and also the endurance sports, this is the product for you. What we did is we basically took a product and we took the carbohydrates that were necessary to fuel you, we took the electrolytes that were necessary to hydrate you, and then we took amino acids and we packed it in there so that you guys are not going to compromise the training that you're gonna do in the gym out there on endurance day. So if this is something you guys are looking for, go to buildersports.com, check it out, grab yourself some, it's gonna be delicious.